We want to take a closer look now at two states that went to President Trump in 2016, but now are putting Vice President Joe Biden in the lead. In the typically Republican state of Arizona, former Vice President Joe Biden is 3 points ahead of the president. In Wisconsin, Mr. Biden's at 51% and Mr. Trump 5 points behind him at 46%. CBS News Elections and Surveys Director Anthony Salvanto is in Westchester County, New York, to tell us more. Good morning to you, Anthony. Why is President Trump trailing in these states?
Good morning, Margaret. So from the Rust Belt to the Sun Belt, two states that could be pivotal in the Electoral College count, let me show you what's going on. First of all, views on how the candidates handle themselves personally. Joe Biden with a significant edge on the president there, always an important part of voters' calculus. But let me show you this. Such a big part of the president's base in Wisconsin and in other states has been that white non-college vote. He won them by a large gap in 2016. Well, his margin with them this year is down, in this case in Wisconsin, from 62 to 52%. Now, you might say, well, he's still winning them. Yes, he is. But for candidates, it's about margins. It's about running up the score with groups that support you. Joe Biden cutting into those margins now. That's important. And then this, Margaret, it partly explains why. Views that the president is mostly concerned about the wealthy and the elite as opposed to the middle class. Now, neither candidate getting a majority saying they're concerned mostly with the middle class, but still an edge for Biden there. And then maybe the most important group of all as we head towards election night, millions of ballots are already coming in, people voting by mail across the country. Well, Democrats tell us that they're supporting Joe Biden. They're casting their ballots early, and we see a big lead for Joe Biden among ballots that have already been cast in both Arizona and Wisconsin. I suspect when we get to election night, we may say that Joe Biden has a lead on ballots that have been cast already, and then it's a question of how many of the president's supporters will turn up on election day to try to put him over the top. Margaret.
Anthony, the state of Wisconsin has a serious coronavirus outbreak right now. Is that impacting what voters are thinking?
Views on coronavirus have been very connected to vote in all of these states. Margaret, let me show you this. Views on who would handle the outbreak better. Joe Biden has an edge in both of these states. And then this, where it really connects to vote. You see, Arizona's seniors, such an important part of the electorate there, well, a bulk of them feel that the president's coronavirus policies have put seniors specifically more at risk. And the thing here, Margaret, is that of these seniors, almost all of them, 95%, who feel the president has put them more at risk, are voting for Joe Biden. Margaret.
Anthony, this is the home stretch. I mean, what are the closing arguments and how are voters responding?
So we asked people, what do you want politics in the next 4 years to be like? And of the things that they said, well, the folks who said that they wanted it to be exciting, well, in these states, the president has a slight lead. But for those who said they wanted politics in the next 4 years to be calm, Joe Biden has a large lead. The trouble for the president and the advantage for Joe Biden is that more people told us they wanted things to be calm. Margaret?
About tone there. All right, Anthony Salvanto, thank you very much.